YouTube? What is up? Welcome back to Give and Grow Investing. Eric coming at you today. Ryan coming at you today.
What's going on?
Yes. What is up? Today we're going to talk about our reveal series. So the next 3 episodes, we are going to reveal the next 9 stocks that are on our watch list and 1 ETF. This list could change, give or take 1 or 2 stocks, but if there was a market crash tomorrow, these would be the main stocks that we would be investing in. So we're excited to do this. Super pumped. This is going to be really cool. So let's get started today, Ryan. What is the first stock that we're going to reveal? The first stock that we can both agree on. Absolutely love it. What is it?
It's that Burke, man.
That Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett's company. This is an awesome company. Early in the year, it peaked around $359. Today, it's currently selling at $312. Would like to see it go below 300. Listen, a PE ratio of 8.50, anything below 15 is great when it comes to value. Price to book ratio 1.5, anything below 3 is great. If you don't really understand what we're talking about there, don't worry. Just know we're getting great value. We're going to offer a course on these things in the future. But just understand, Berkshire Hathaway, you are getting value if you buy it. I mean, Ron, we talk about the cash that they have. I mean, what do you, I mean, just how do you describe Berkshire and what do you love so much about it?
Well, you actually mentioned something that I had no idea about earlier today.
What's that?
How much of Apple that they had, the entire company. How much Apple?
40% of their portfolio is actually put into Apple. Or their investing portfolio, that is. Yeah.
That's so crazy. And you mentioned that they had a 0.48% of Amazon.
Yeah.
Which came out to, you said it was like 1.7 billion or something like that. Something crazy.
Yeah, it's in the billions. That's for point.
That's less than 1%. A billion, over a billion. It's just.
I mean, that's the kind of money that we're dealing with when it comes to Berkshire. I think their top 5 holdings are Apple, Bank of America, American Express, Coca-Cola, and Chevron.
Yeah.
I mean, 5 awesome companies. You're getting dividends at least on 4 of those, I'm pretty sure, if not all 5. But yeah, I'm excited about Berkshire. I love the leadership. You know, when it comes to these market crashes, this is what they save up their cash for. So they are also going to be dropping a lot of money during this crash. They're probably going to be buying some more companies. And I think the price that you're getting Berkshire at today is going to be a lot higher over the next 10 years as time continues to go on. I mean, I'm super excited to own Berkshire. You know, like I said, this isn't just a piece of paper. You know, you are a partial owner of this company. I love this company. I love its integrity. I love its leadership. I love the way it's ran. And I love that they have plenty of cash. Anything else you want to add to that, Ryan?
I mean, just something funny. This is Burke. This is Burke B. Burke A. Yeah, Burke A is like over 400K, right? Oh,
yeah, it's like 450. We talked about it last video. I think when Warren Buffett took over.
Yeah, look at that, man.
I think it was around $13 a share. So if you had bought one, you'd be at like 450K today.
It's so crazy.
I think it's gotten close to 500. I'm pretty sure. Shoot, it could hit 1 million one day. But
man, what's first, this or Bitcoin?
Man, that's a good question.
Yeah,
if I was betting money, I'd feel safer about Berkshire doing it first. But if I was betting money, I'd probably say Bitcoin. But we'll see. Right. But definitely Burke all day over Bitcoin.
Yeah, something to mention too about Burke for my portfolio. So I'm gonna go kind of like a moderate risk, I would say, in my portfolio. So maybe like half of my total portfolio is going to be in index funds, which I'm going to be going into one today. The other 50% will be into single stocks, and Burke will be one of the first ones. I'll probably end up putting maybe like 5 to 10% of the cash that I have right now that I'm saving up for into Burke. So very reliable, you know, great leadership, and you know, you can't beat a company that has one of their stocks over 450K. It's just insane.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I mean, I consider it, this new account that I'm starting, I consider it my foundation. I mean, there's not a better company that I can think of that I'd want to add. So I'm just super excited. I think for my 7 to 8 stocks, I'm going to have them pretty even. But if I had to pick one that I was going to put more cash into starting off, it would definitely be Berkshire.
Right. That's
It's
awesome,
just
man.
safe, still beating the market. We're not getting it at a crazy discount, but its value and overall, it's just going to continue to go up over time. So super excited about that.
We're actually going to bring up another one that we're both going to be getting into. At first, I wasn't on board with this, but Eric has been talking about this for a very long time. So, Eric, what stock are you going to talk about today? That's going to be the next one that you'll be getting into.
Yeah, that's Shopify.
Yeah. So, what about Shopify makes it a great company to invest in during this crash?
Well, think about this. You know, if you have purchased something online and it wasn't on Amazon or it wasn't on eBay, the software that was likely utilized was Shopify. So when the CEO started this business, he was actually trying to do a snowboarding company. He was living in Canada at the time, and he realized there just wasn't a great software to help build online stores. And we're talking, you know, putting up the photos, the description, scaling the product, processing the payments, the shipping, all that stuff. And so he came up with the idea to start Shopify. And man, did it take the world by storm. I think during the pandemic, this stock, I think at its peak, it was around $1,600 a share. Understand, like with the pandemic, a lot more people were trying their own online businesses, so I can see why the price got really large. I don't expect it just to shoot back up to that. I think it will over time, but I think over the next 3 or 4 years, I feel like it should at least double. I feel pretty safe about that. What do you think, Ryan?
No, I mean, it makes sense to me. I mean, let's just look at where it was at not even 4 years ago, in the 100s, and then yeah, the pandemic for sure, you know, brought this one into the light with this just giant growth. You know what I mean? And it also goes into how people were, you know, they were doing drop shipping and they were selling a bunch of stuff. They were buying stuff and reselling it on Shopify. So, a great company, great leadership, great numbers.
Oh yeah, fantastic numbers. And you know what? Anything that supports like entrepreneurs, I love it. I'm all for it. When it comes to America, when it comes to capitalism, I mean, you can't do stuff like this in just any country and be successful. But you know, you have the ability to do that here in America. And Shopify makes that stuff happen every day. You know, I know Give and Grow is just kind of a YouTube, but if Ryan and I were to ever start our own business, I mean, I guarantee you we'd be utilizing Shopify. So, yeah, happy to
What
say,
will we sell?
yeah, that's our second stock. Oh, well, Ryan, I don't want to say everything, but
Oh yeah,
we'll come up with something.
you want to keep them in the dark right now until then.
But no, one day I think we will utilize it, and I'm excited. You know, my second stock, Shopify.
Yep. Yeah. So now I'm actually going to go into what I was going to talk about that I mentioned earlier. What 50% of my portfolio is going to be in, and that is going to be the VOO Vanguard S&P 500 Index Fund.
Let's go.
So there were three of them: the SPY, VOO, and VTI.
Okay. I like all three of those.
Oh yeah. The reason why I went with VOO in particular, it was because it has the lowest expense ratio.
Okay.
So you're paying so every year you basically pay a certain amount of money for having the index fund. You know, I just wanted to just save some money on that. The other ones are still good options. They all do the same stuff. Honestly, VTI, I would say, might be the safest one.
Yeah. Now there's a small difference in VTI and VOO. Whereas VOO is trying to just mimic the S&P 500, VTI is mimicking the whole stock market.
My HSA, which if you haven't watched our health savings account video, watch that. It's just a short video. I'm actually going to be investing my health savings account into VTI instead of VOO. Because of how secure it is. I think that's going to be a good one for that. But specifically for my portfolio in my Roth, I'm going to be going with 50% in the VOO. There was one thing that I wanted to bring up here. I'm just going to bring up this little document that I have here.
Let's hear it. I'm all about the numbers. I have a feeling it has to do with numbers.
Right. So
we're nerds over here.
So VOO was conceived in 2010.
Okay.
If you were to have put $6,000 a year into your Roth,
yep,
which is, you know, that would
be maxed out
from now, right. You would max it out every year from 2010 to, you know, to the very end of 2021.
That's just $500 a month.
Right, $500 a month. It would have been $6K your total investment. Um,
66,000.
Yeah.
Nice.
6K. And the total percentage from those 11 years was 169%. So
That's how much it grew overall, combined all those years.
right,
Okay.
combined, not yearly. Actually, yearly, it grew over 15% yearly when you average out all the crashes and everything like that. So
Yeah.
so that would have put you at gaining $112,000 in compound interest, and your total value today would be $178,000.
Wow.
Now, just to put that into perspective, right? You know, here at Give and Grow, we really want to encourage younger people because anybody over 18 can open up a Roth, right? So,
Yeah.
you know, if you started that when you turned 18, by the time you were 29, in this case, it would have been 11 years. You know, you would have almost $200,000. Now,
Let's go.
now if you continue to compound that for the next 30 years, there, like, you would for sure be at least over 3 million. I don't have the math on me, but over 3 million by just putting in $500 a month into this one ETF, this one index fund. So
You're
that's
saying
just
from 18 to 30 years old
18 to 29.
to 29, you'd have how
right.
much?
You would have $178,000 in your Roth.
Okay. So pretty close to 200.
Yeah, and that's just one. Like, you know, when you get your career job, if you have like a 401k and you put all that into some S&P 500 index fund, you'll have two. So basically, you could be doubling that.
If you
know what I
love
mean?
your kids, start investing for them early.
Generational wealth. That's what we want to have.
Hey,
here.
that's what this is all about. You know, you might think, hey, I'm 50. I kind of waited when it came to investing, but I'm getting it right now. I'm on the right track. Hey, you know, teach your kids, get them started, you know? And
Right.
you'd be surprised. I know I've heard stories of people that get investing right in their 70s and they're thriving in their 80s. So it's never too late. Just get started.
It's never too late, man.
That's right. It's
Never
right.
too late. But yeah, those were the 3 stock/index funds that we're going to be talking about today. We're going to continue to reveal which ones we're going to be getting into pretty soon. Some of them are pretty well known. Some of them are probably not known.
We're taking some chances. I'm just going to go ahead and say
Yeah,
it. Some of these
yeah.
stocks we're definitely taking some chances on. but
Yeah, and definitely not.
We're not afraid.
You know, well, I'm afraid of the penny stocks.
Well, we're not. We're not doing that.
Yeah, we're talking the real companies, not the ones
Yes,
that
yes.
you know, we're not like just throwing money away. So.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that's gonna do it for us here at Give and Grow. My name is Ryan. This is Eric. We hope you all have a good day. Have
Hey,
a great Memorial Day weekend.
Yes, a great Memorial Day weekend. Get out and celebrate. This is why we invest. You know, we get to hang out with our families. We get to enjoy things. That's what life is all about. Ryan said, we love you guys. Let's continue to give and grow.